All right, guys, tonight we have some football and some baseball on tap. I think that's kind of the way we've been going here for the last few nights. We've kind of been on the same little path of football and baseball. So this evening we're going to start off with some 2016 Panini Black Gold football. We're going to open a full case of Panini Absolute football. We're going to open a half case of some mini helmets, and then we're going to open a third of a case of some Topps Triple Threads baseball. That one just came out yesterday. So that's kind of the order that things are going to happen in tonight. Actually, I think I said that slightly out of order because it's actually Black Gold first, then the mini helmets, then the Absolute football, and then the Triple Threads baseball. So if you're here for Triple Threads, that's a little bit down the road. You've got time to go do a few things if you want to before we'll start on Triple Threads. This looks a little crooked to me. I hit it a while ago, so I think maybe that straightened us out. So let's go ahead and look at the spreadsheet. First up here is one box of 2016 Panini Black Gold football. This is break number 11, which means it is the 11th time that we have broken this product. And of course our eBay end date, that's tonight, 9/21. Our live stream schedule also 9/21, 10:15 Eastern, which is right now. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right hand side. And I'm going to buzz down through here, give you guys a chance to take a look and refresh your memories as to which teams you have in this break. And let me grab the box we need. I was cutting it kind of close tonight. I had eBay gave me some grief about sending out the end of auction notices, so I was having to try to hand pick that and figure out who had what. Did I have you on the wrong screen the whole time? I might have. If I did, we'll show you this again on our spreadsheet in case I forgot to switch you over a while ago. I'll switch you. We'll roll back down through here just in case I forgot to change that. And now we'll go back to our Black Gold. So shipping tonight, guys, the Black Gold, which we're getting ready to open, and I'm going to change the camera focus as well. The Black Gold and the mini helmets, both of which have free shipping, those will go out in approximately 7 days. So about this time next week. And that's the case with all of the free shipping items. They ship about once a week. Now, if you have another package that goes out in the meantime, these will hitch a ride. But if this is the only thing you have to ship, look for it to go out about a week from now. And that, of course, just trying to be able to offer you guys lots of options with free shipping, but in order to keep those costs manageable, it does mean that that I have to do it a little less often than I was doing it before, because otherwise it just becomes cost prohibitive, which, it's hard to break even on these breaks even without free shipping, and you add in the free shipping and all the people that don't pay you and everything else that happens, and most of the time I end up losing money. So we're just trying to keep that minimized while still being able to offer you a good value. So first up we have, this is Tony Dorsett, Emmitt Smith, and Ezekiel Elliott on the franchise gold card for the Cowboys. It's numbered to 225. Next out we have Brock Osweiler to 225. Of course, that was when he was with the Texans, because this is last year's 2016. Looks like for the Cowboys, we've got something duplicate here, or a dual, Tony Romo and Ezekiel Elliott. And those are materials. Nice little 10 of 10 card there. And that piece right there is part of the star. That's a particularly nice one in the upper left. And then just the white swatch down in the lower. William, I can't tell you the exact time. I mean, it's kind of the rundown that I gave a while ago, and that we're doing Black Gold, then the mini helmets, then Absolute football, and then the Triple Threads baseball, but I can't tell you exactly what time it's going to be because, you know, each break takes a different amount of time, so I don't know precisely the time. Next out is Tyler Boyd for the Bengals. Nice big piece of fabric and sticker auto there, numbered to 225. And I do see, you know, we do have a little bit of chipping and edge wear up there, particularly in the upper left. I notice it, but honestly, you guys know by now most of these cards come out with certain amounts of imperfections. DeAndre Washington for the Raiders, a little triple material there, numbered to 199. Then that's going to bring us to a base card for Peyton Manning to 225 for the Colts. Julio Jones base card to 100 for the Falcons. A little Jared Goff for the Rams. He's been playing a little bit better. Triple materials to 199. Redemption, we're going to set that one aside for a second. Wendell Smallwood for the Eagles. Triple materials to 249. And our redemption, Hunter Henry. And I believe, isn't Hunter Henry is he a Charger? I think maybe he is, but I go to the checklist on these anyway, so we're going to, no matter what I think it is, we're going to let Panini tell us for sure what it is. So just hang tight with me here for a second. There's a drop-down menu I've got to work my way through on the Panini website, and then we will get this pulled up. And this is what card set, Sizable Signatures Rookie Jersey. All right, we're getting there. And card number, what does that say, 108? Yeah, he is a Charger, and it is going to be numbered to 225 when you get it. You know what, though? I've got a bunch of Hunter Henry stuff from last year, from various breaks, redemptions they were. I've never gotten a single one of my Hunter Henry cards, but I guess they'll send them out eventually. So this is for the Chargers to 225 on our redemption. We're just recapping here, of course. Hit for the Eagles. For the Rams. For the Raiders. For the Bengals, and that one, of course, the sticker auto and the material. And then the nice little hit for the Cowboys, the 10 of 10 with the Tony Romo and Ezekiel Elliott materials there. So that's a nice little hit for the Cowboys. That has black gold locked and loaded, which is going to bring us right into our mini helmets. Mini helmets, mini helmets. I can get, gosh, if I can get myself back on the right page here. Well, we'll try that again. So this is 5 boxes of 2017 TriStar autographed mini football helmets. This is the blue box. That's designated there because they had another 2017 TriStar series earlier in the year that we broke a lot of. This is a half case break, break number 18, so the 18th time we have broken it. Of course, our end date and live stream schedule are the same. And once again, you'll have team names on one side and winning bidders across from it. And as before, as with the black gold, of course, the mini helmets also come with free shipping. So just keep in mind, anything with free shipping goes out once approximately every 7 days. So if you have, if you hit one of the mini helmets, it's going to ship about this time next week. Unless you have another package going out first, and then, you know, I usually will let it hitch a ride, provided that I'm, you know, able to grab it in sorting and combine it. This is the last of our half case breaks for TriStar for the moment. Don't have any more of these right now. And then we'll go back to doing some single box breaks of Leaf and Gold Rush and whatever else I've got on hand around here. I might be able to find some more of these in single box too. I just don't have any more cases of it. This is the worst part, the delayed gratification of getting everything out of the package. I know, we all like to see it instantly. Myself included, I am every bit as guilty. This, of course, is the back half of a case that we started earlier this week, maybe later last week. Wow, I'm instantly jealous because I believe this is Dermontti Dawson, and it is Dermontti Dawson for my Pittsburgh Steelers. And of course, this little business card type thing, they just have included in there as informational. There you can see the signature of Dawson on the top. And this particular one has a paper COA inside the package. Not all of them have that. Some of them have their COAs as stickers, but that one is a nice little Steelers hit. Next out, we are on a collegiate helmet, so you know what that means. I'm going to have to go look this up. And this is Andre Ware, and we're going to set Andre Ware aside because collegiate helmets have a whole different set of stuff to deal with. So we'll go back to that one. Little Earl Campbell coming out. And of course, Earl Campbell, you know, was a Houston Oiler. And of course, the Houston Oilers are the current Tennessee Titans because the franchise moved to Tennessee and changed their name. So this is a hit for the Titans. And I'm looking to see, I don't see any sticker on the helmet itself for authentication. So it must be this little sticker right there, I guess, is going to serve as your authentication on this particular item. And there again is the little kind of business card size thing that just is there for informational purposes. Then we have for the Redskins, Clinton Portis coming out for the Skins. And, oh, he has the paper COA. I probably didn't show you that, but he has the paper COA in there for Clinton Portis. I do usually try to remember to do that these days because sometimes people get upset if there's not a paper COA inside, but, you know, that kind of stuff is not within my control, unfortunately. And then we're going to have another collegiate helmet to deal with here, and this one, I can't even say that guy's name. Ara something. So we're going to have two different collegiate helmets to deal with. And boy, oh boy, I never like doing that part, to be honest with you. But we have to because that's what they gave us. So bear with me one second. I'm going to bring up one of the listings and we're going to take a look at exactly what I have written down there in the special circumstances area that deals with collegiate helmets. And that way we will all be on the same page and reading the same information. Of course, all that stuff is there for you guys to read at any time, but I know most of the time people do not. So I'm trying to get it up on the screen. Just give me a second here. I was really hoping we would manage to get through this break without a collegiate helmet, but I was not that lucky. Okay, so here is what we have for collegiate team or collegiate uniform. Now, of course, the players that we see on these, neither one of them are rookies. And, of course, to be considered a rookie for purposes of the break, they have to be a rookie in the year the product was produced, which, of course, they are not. They are also not active players here in the year that the product is produced, because this, of course, is a 2017 product, and neither one of these guys are active players. So that means that they are going to be down here in this retired veteran category. So it will be awarded to the team they played for the longest, unless the pro team name is listed, which I don't believe either one of these are. No, they are not. I was just double checking that. So that means that we are going to head over to NFL.com, or I'm going to head over to NFL.com, and we're going to have to look these fellows up. So you guys are going to have to bear with me for a minute while we get in there to to find these two. As always, I don't know why they cannot just put some more information in there with these, but they never do. TriStar, I mean, when they put in a collegiate one. Okay, so Andre Ware appears to be always for the Lions. So that means he played only for the Detroit Lions. So this Andre Ware helmet here, collegiate helmet, is going to the Detroit Lions. And then that's going to bring us over here to this guy, whose name I cannot pronounce. So we got to look him up now and see where that one is headed. Hope I spelled his name right. I guess I'll find out in a minute. If it comes up with no information, then we'll know, won't we? Come on. Oh, he was a coach, according to this. Did he not play anywhere? Okay, he played... Looks like he played for the Cleveland Browns, but this is an article. I need to find his career stats. Good gracious. This is why I hate collegiate signed stuff. Playing career. He played for the Cleveland Browns, it looked like. So that is where he's headed then. Cleveland Browns for the for this guy. Because that looks to be the only pro team that he played for. Played high school football, or college football, I guess, Miami University, and then played for the Browns. Okay, so this guy headed to the Browns. Where is his signature? It's on the opposite side there. You can see it. And it looks like it has some sort of a paper COA inside it. And I'm going to write on this box that that is Browns, so I do not forget. And then, of course, that brings us to Andre Ware here, and we looked him up, and he went to the Lions. He's played only for the Lions, so that one, we know where it is going. And then, of course, we had the Earl Campbell on the Oilers helmet, which means that that will head to the Titans, because, of course, the old Houston Oilers are the current Tennessee Titans. And then we had for the Redskins the nice little Clinton Portis. And then Dermontti Dawson for my Pittsburgh Steelers wrapped us up with this half case of mini helmets. Let me just get those out of the way here. And then that is going to put us into a little bit of Absolute football. So this is going to be 10 boxes of 2017 Absolute. That is a full case. And this is break number, what? Break number 5. So it's the 5th time that we have broken Absolute football. And of course, you guys are familiar by now with what the format is. So you'll see teams on one side and your name across from it. And now we got a bunch. Whoops, I just lost my chat over here because I just messed it up. Ah, come on back there. I hit the wrong button and it took all my chat off on my iPad. So this is you know, there's not a ton of cards in Absolute, but they have so much, an incredible amount of packaging that it will take us forever to get all the cards out of the package. Once we get them all out, it doesn't take long to look at them. Man, do they use a lot of packaging. There's 9 and 10. So this is our full case. Each of these boxes, of course, has a bunch of mini boxes in it, so we got to get all those out too. Oh, I was on the other page there for a minute. I see I've got some stuff in chat now that it's loaded back up. No, Edward, you have not missed Triple Threads. It will be after we do Absolute Football. And, oh, Dodge TNT. Yeah, thank you. I didn't, obviously, I didn't have chat up when I was on the iPad on NFL.com verifying those other two. But, yes, I see you. You were trying to help me out there, so thank you. But, you know, even if it's somebody that I feel like I know the answer to, I still, you know, go to NFL.com on stuff like that for the collegiate helmets and jerseys and whatnot, because I don't like to leave those sorts of things to chance. Much like I go to the checklist on all the redemptions we pull, even when I am pretty sure or certain that I know where somebody plays, I still head over there and just make 100% sure. And for Absolute Football, guys, this did, of course, have a shipping charge with it. So your stuff for this will most likely head out the door on Tuesday, possibly Monday. If I can get a lot done this weekend, it might get out to you on Monday. But in general, I'm thinking most likely Tuesday. So just kind of keep that in mind, and faster if I can. Problem is, I've got a bunch of heritage still left to sort and get out from baseball, and that one's a monster break. So many cards in every case. I do always print, or pretty much always print, labels on eBay, occasionally from PayPal, but usually from eBay. So when it does ship, you will get, or you should get, a shipping notification from eBay. And if you, for some reason, that goes to your spam or you don't see it, it should also add the tracking number to the order at the same time. Every once in a while, it'll mess up and not do one or both of those things, but fortunately that is not terribly often. Now we get the fun of opening all these zillions of mini boxes to get our packs out. This is what I'm telling you. Tons of packaging. There's so few cards. There's 5 cards in each of these things. 15 cards per box, and look how much packaging they use for that. If I haven't shown you, there's then what the inside looks. There's only ever a single pack in there. We will be pulling out, I'm sure, a bunch of advertising cards for Panini Kid Reporter and Panini Blitz, the new app that replaces, I've even forgotten what their old app was called, but anyway, we will find a bunch of those. And Kid Reporter, if any of you guys have kids and you want to enter them into that contest and you want one of the code cards, just shoot me a message and I'll be happy to type one out for you. Well, the good news is once we get them all out of this box, we'll be able to do the rest of it pretty quickly once we get through this part. Yes, the mini helmets are already completed. They sure are. Usually, guys, stuff like that goes at the very first. Memorabilia, things that have very few cards per box, most of those things break first, and they break pretty quickly. So if you're ever in for something that has, you know, a very few cards in it, or it's memorabilia, you probably want to jump in right at the beginning of the break, because those things get run through pretty quickly as a whole. If you're ever wondering the order that things break in, you can just take a look at what I have listed on any given night, and things most of the time, I would say 95% of the time, they break in the exact order that they end on eBay. So if you see your item, you know, listed first for the night, then it's going to break first. And if your item is the last one you see ending for the night, then that means, you know, yours will break last for that day. That's just in general. Oh wow, those are all like stuck together. I should also let you know there is a little delay in chat from what I can tell from the time you guys type it in to the time I see it. I don't know exactly how long the delay is, but it appears to be a minute or two. And I just base that on the fact that often as I'm signing off for the night, you know, I'll look over, there's nothing in chat, I sign off, and then maybe 30 seconds later, something will pop up in chat where somebody will have typed it in while the stream was still live, but it doesn't get delivered to me until after the fact. So just be aware if you type something in and you don't get an answer right away, it may be that it hadn't popped up for me yet. Whew, thank goodness. We at least have them all out of the boxes now. And we can start finding the fun. Yeah, Michael, I don't know if it's 2 minutes or a minute or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying it is not in real time. I do know that. I mean, you can probably gauge because I responded to that as soon as I saw it come up. So you, however long ago you typed that in, you could probably tell me better whether that was 30 seconds or 45 or a minute or two or what. I'm just guessing a minute or two. That's to $4.99. Our first hit is Dalvin Cook for the Vikings to $149. And of course, our triple materials, most of our triple materials in Absolute are going to be a piece of material on either side and a piece of the ball in the middle. This one is the same. Most of these are going to have some chipping and wear along the edges and corners, and that's just how they come out of the pack. That's to $100. A little Carlos Hyde for the Niners, numbered to $99. Tell you though, Dalvin Cook, he's going to be solid. I mean, that kid's already looking good. So I think aside from the obvious, I mean, we know Kareem Hunt is doing well and some of the ones like that, but I think Dalvin Cook may be a good investment kind of card. This is to $100 on the Randy Moss, to $4.99 on Marlon Humphrey. Another hit for the Niners, and that's actually a really nice piece of football in the middle and two-color patch, numbered to $99 on the Joe Williams. Our case hit coming out right away, and that is Corey Davis, who I am 99% sure is a Tennessee Titan, but again, you know I'm going to go to the checklist on that, and I will at the end of the break, but I am fairly confident that Corey Davis is going to be on there as a Titan. Oh, Michael, I just now looked over and saw that. I think you replied, obviously, before now, but I was looking at the cards. So you said it was somewhere in 30 to 50 seconds. So, okay, so somewhere from a half a minute to a minute from the time you type it into the time it pops up on my side. That was, of course, was a Dan Marino insert. We have a little Jim Zorn to 25 for the Seahawks. There's a little blast from the past for the Seahawks. Definitely some chipping in the lower right that I noticed right away. Hopefully you can see that too. And there is Corey Davis, which does confirm he is in the checklist as a Tennessee Titan, as we suspected. That is to 99. And then Ryan and Adrian. Another little advertising card there. Some of those ad cards, I think that one was one of them on the back. They have a coupon for something like 18% off or something at the NFL shop. If any of you guys want one of those codes, let me know. That is to $4.99 on the Warren Moon for the Vikings. It's an Earl Campbell kind of night, because here's another hit for Earl Campbell. Of course, the other one was in the mini helmets. This one is in Absolute Football, but nonetheless, it is number 12 of 34. And once again, any Houston Oilers card that comes out will go to the Tennessee Titans, because cards stay with their franchise. Number 225 for the Buffalo Bills. A nice 4-color material there for Nathan Peterman. Urlacher to 100. I'll get that out in a minute. Poor Andy Dalton, who's just been really bad this year. Jordan Leggett to 4.99 for the Jets. And a little Cooper Kupp, who's been quite good, to 99 for the Rams. He's been playing very well. John Elway to 4.99. Actually, let's just look at our base, and then we'll go back to our hit. Freeman and Corey Coleman. And Randall Cunningham, another blast from the past. This one for the Eagles to 49. Another hit for the Vikings. This one an Adrian Peterson materials hit. And what is that numbered to? I think that says 99. You guys may be able to see that better than I can tonight. You know, they probably had like a bunch of Adrian Peterson Vikings materials or something, and now they're trying to put him in all their sets this year just because he's with the Saints these days. I wouldn't be surprised. Because we already saw him go by in a Saints base card, but yet there's his hit as a Viking. That's to $4.99 for the Falcons. Did I just stack our... I did. Just put our base over with our inserts. A little Tom... Is that Matt or Matei? I don't know which way he says it for the Colts. That is to $99. And again, same problem. We've definitely got some chipping in the lower right. And little Wayne Gallman for the Giants to 99. Materials hit. Our Kid Reporter advertising insert again. Gronk, Alshon. And the insert for Drew Brees. And who is this? This is to 99 for the Saints, but who's the player? Delvin. I'm going to go with Bro. But I don't know this. I don't know that player, actually. But I'm sure if you're a Saints fan, you do. For the Falcons, a little Devonta Freeman to 99. LaShawn McCoy is to 100. Bucky Hodges is to 499. Our hit, Alvin Kamara for the Saints to 299. So Saints with back-to-back hits there. Michael Irvin to 100. Donnell Pumphrey to 499. And our hit is Mike Williams to 149 for the Chargers. This is the last little bit of, well, these are all going 100 different directions. This is the last of Absolute Football that I have, so unless I round some more up, we don't have any more Absolute to break, but we do have some more Origins and some Gold Standard and some of the new XR football, which just came out this week. That's to $4.99. Oh, Rod Woodson for my Steelers. That is numbered to 25. And I have pulled a lot of really nice Steelers out of Absolute. All of them so far have been numbered to 25. We've pulled some really quite good ones. That is to 25 on the Josh Reynolds. The one I'm missing, though, the one I have not pulled yet for the Steelers out of Absolute that I know is in there somewhere, is Terry Bradshaw. I'd love to pull a Terry Bradshaw for you guys tonight, or for the ones who have the Steelers anyway. That is to 100 on the Emmitt Smith, to $4.99 on the Aaron Jones. And how about a little Kareem Hunt? That just made the Chiefs happy. That is numbered to 299. And that kid's been playing great. So I know that makes somebody happy. Hey, we've got a 1-of-1 printing plate for the Vikings. There's our Bucky Hodges. We pulled that card earlier. Now you have his 1-of-1 cyan printing plate. I always like the printing plates. I know a lot of people kind of, they're, you know, not too wild about them, but they are 1-of-1s, which still makes them nice. It's $4.99 on the Jake Butt for the Broncos. Oh, there's my man Josh Dobbs to 99 for the Steelers. Nice low number and a 2-color patch over there on the right. Definitely I see lower left and maybe even a little bit upper left with some minor chipping and corner and edge issues, which we've seen throughout. Oh yeah, Kareem Hunt cards I'm sure are selling like crazy. And I had a break, it's been a couple weeks ago now, where somebody bought the Chiefs. And of course, they never paid for them because this has been one of those months where everybody's just decided to not pay for their stuff. And they hit. I mean, they hit Kareem Hunt and several other things. Never did pay for their break. So I need to at least sell those and get some of my money back. That was a Pat Mahomes insert, of course. Adoree Jackson for the Titans to 325. Michael Thomas and Drew Brees, dual materials to 99 for the Saints, but they were pretty stingy with the color and only gave us black material for both pieces of material, which is kind of a drag. Marty, I don't know if there's, you know what? I don't know about Matt Ryan in Absolute. I mean, I don't know if he's on the checklist. I'm guessing that he is, but I could not tell you that 100% for sure. Are you talking about his signature, or are you talking about materials, or either? That's to $4.99 on the Bruce Smith. Man, the Saints are just crushing it in this break. There's another hit for them. Michael Thomas to 99 on that one. There's another Corey Davis for the Titans to 99. So Titans are loading up on Corey Davis. Yeah, Matt Ryan, I mean, he's kind of like Ben Roethlisberger in that, you know, usually when he's in a set, it's a pretty low number. You know, you don't find him in there numbered to 200 or 400 or anything like that. You usually find him numbered to 25 or 49 or 10 or something. So he is a little bit tougher to pull if you're looking for hit or materials and things. Oh boy, I'm going to try this again. Samaje Perine. How close is that? I think that's still pretty far off. Every time I try to say that guy's name, I get either the first or the last name wrong. Jamal Adams to 325 for the Jets. Nice little card for the Packers, Devontae Adams to 99. And that's just a nice looking card as well. A handsome card, if you will. Well, I know, but you know, Marty, it's kind of like, you know, again, it's the Eli Mannings, the Ben Roethlisbergers, the Matt Ryans, the Tom Bradys of the world. They just don't sign a lot these days, you know? I mean, they don't sign a lot. They don't provide a lot of materials and things, so you don't find them very often. That's to $4.99 on the Steve Young. Fred Dean to 99 for the Niners. And then Melvin Gordon to 99 for the Chargers. I mean, that's kind of what happens for those guys, I think, in general. When they're rookies, of course, you know, they're not yet, we don't know how they're going to play. Nobody knows how they're going to do. And they'll sign anything and everything. And, you know, it's their first chance at really making a lot of money. So they're getting paid to sign and they're happy and they're signing everything in sight. Then you figure, you know, Panini and Topps and those places probably get them to sign a lot of the stickers and things as well. So they haven't for a few years, even though they signed them as rookies. And then if the people become like massively successful, then they have tons of money and I think less incentive to sign and do these sorts of things. So they become harder to pull in sets. Then once you get them retired and they are in the Hall of Fame, then they go back to signing lots of stuff again, you know? So it's kind of at least in my experience, I think it's kind of a cycle. Lots of rookie and for a year or two after that. And then if they're superstars, very little until you get them retired and elected into the Hall of Fame. So I think I have a Matt Ryan from, it might be a Matt Ryan rookie, actually. It was from a break a while back. It was out of a Topps Triple Threads break. And if it wasn't his rookie year, it was the year after his rookie year, because I remember that the team didn't sell. No one bought it. And then we pulled that Matt Ryan, and it was low numbered, like to 10 or 15 or something. And so obviously I have it somewhere, but I don't know where. I probably need to take that thing and have it graded too. Yeah, I mean, the Aaron Judge, again, is another good example. And, of course, part of that, too, with the baseball in particular, those guys spend such a long amount of time, usually, coming up through the farm system that, you know, they've been signing stuff for years. So you may have a backlog of stuff for them forever. But Topps, of course, does a lot of on-card auto, so theirs is a little unique in that sense that they don't have as many stickers signed. But you also notice he went to redemptions later in the year when he started, you know, heating up and going crazy with everything. Then he started showing up in the sets as redemptions. So tells you he ran out of time to sign stuff, basically, I think. That is to 100 on the Des Bryant, to $4.99 on the Marlon Humphreys. And a little Pat Mahomes to $149 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Calvin Johnson to $4.99. Our hit, Ken Stabler. Wow, that's an awesome hit for the Raiders fans. That is to $49, and I really like that hit for you, Raiders. Ken Stabler is awesome. Then for the Niners, we have Carlos Hyde. And what was that numbered to? 25 on the Carlos Hyde material. To, I think that says $4.99 on the Peyton Manning for the Broncos. A little dual signature, Taywan Taylor and Corey Davis to $49 for the Titans. That's a nice hit for the Titans. Taywan Taylor has been playing well. Corey Davis, I think, battling a little bit of an ankle injury. But he's also supposed to be quite good, projected anyway. That is $225 on the Deonta Foreman. We have the insert for the Jets, Curtis Martin. Our signatures for the Bucks, Roberto Aguayo. Is he the one that just got cut? One of their kickers got cut. I don't know if it was him or the other one. That is to 99. And, oh, wow, guys, look at that. And that's going to have to go to random unless we have one person that owns 2 of the 3 teams. Joe Namath, Roger Staubach, and Joe Montana materials hits on the same card. Wow. Yeah, that is sweet. That is sweet to 99. So we're going to set it up there because it we'll check the spreadsheet and see if any one person owns 2 of those 3 teams. And if they do not, then random.org will make that decision for us. That is Rodney Adams to 499 for the Vikings. And a little Wayne Gallman to 399 for the Giants. And this is why you gotta love Absolute, man. I mean, there's just so much cool stuff in Absolute football. It's so much fun to open every year. Caleb Brantley to 325. Another hit for the Saints because they're rocking this break. This is Brandon Cooks to 99. Gold Standard. I didn't have any Gold Standard tonight. I had Black Gold, and then we had mini helmets, and then Absolute, which we're doing right now, of course, and then Triple Threads Baseball is after this. I didn't have any Gold Standard tonight. This is to $4.99 for the Broncos. And for the Cowboys, Charles Haley. Wow, another really nice Hall of Fame veteran hit. That one to 25. Charles Haley, dual color material, sticker auto, and pretty sweet little hit for the boys. Todd Gurley to 99 for the Rams. They need to get that guy back on track. Taiwan Taylor inserts. And this is numbered to 99. Bashaud Breeland for the Redskins. And again, I definitely see a little bit of chipping and edge wear and things on our corners and whatnot. Oh, nice looking card for the Bengals with the Tyler Boyd to 25. That's a really sweet card there, guys. This is, I think, part of the shoe. That looks like part of the shoe. And then you've got, that's probably part of a letter or a side seam. That's just a really nice looking card. Tyler Boyd to 25 for the Bengals. That's to 100 on the Jim Kelly. That's to $4.99 on the Charles Harris. Giants are also pretty well crushing this break. This is to $2.99 on the Davis Webb. And the Giants have had a lot of hits. Deshaun Kaiser insert. Buffalo Bills, Steve Tasker to 25. Nice little veteran hit as well. Oh, look at that material for the Falcons. That's sweet. That is Freeman, Devonta Freeman, and it is to 99, and that's a really nice patch on the left in particular. Pretty sweet. And again, same as the others, you'll see edge and corner issues with it, unfortunately. Insert for Doug Martin for the Bucks. Signature hit Jonathan Allen for the Redskins to 325. Tools of the Trade, Corey Coleman to 49 for the Browns. Quad materials. Insert Johnny Hecker for the Rams. Caleb Brantley for the Browns to 325. Oh, man, look at this, guys. Oh, my gosh. Now we have Joe Theismann, Jim Kelly, and Dan Marino to 49. So we have 2 of the historical trios cards in this particular case. Both of them are pretty sweet. 1 to 49, 1 to 99. Both will have to roll over into random shortly. That is to $4.99 on the Calvin Johnson. Hey, Browns, you were getting worried, but there's your Deshaun Kaiser to $149. You were sweating it out, weren't you? There he is. Joe Namath to $100. And the Seahawks. Because you know, oh, but you know who, what? It is not the guy I always pull. Do you guys believe it? I did not pull Amara Darboh. I pull him in everything. But tonight, we got CJ Precise to $99 instead. So you didn't go home empty-handed, Seahawks, but we did not get you who I normally get you, which is Darboh. So here are these two sweet little cards. We're first going to go to the checklist and look for our team owners for these teams and see if we have any sort of situation where someone might own but you know, 2 of the 3 teams, and if we do, then they would automatically take the card. If we don't, it'll go to random. So the first one is the Jets, which right here, D's 87, and then the Cowboys, which is Landon Wheeler, which I'm trying to get to and not doing a good job of, and then the 49ers, Billy M. So we do have 3 different team owners on the first one. Our second card is the Miami Dolphins with Jimmy. The Buffalo Bills up here with Cody Sharp 83. And then the Redskins with Edra Packey. So it looks like both of our cards are going to go into random. And I changed our focus back to autofocus because I wanted to try and switch it up again. It was kind of bugging me a little bit when we were looking up close. I'm going to see if I managed to fix it with that. We're going to take a look. I'm showing you these again for a reason before we put them into random. We're going to do this one first. And normally, you know, if a card is top to bottom oriented, I'm going to enter it that way. If it's left to right, I would enter it left to right. So this one's going to go into random as Jets, Cowboys, Niners, okay? And then I'm going to hit random 3 different times. And then wherever we end up after the third random is who's going to take that card home. But I kind of just wanted to explain to you the method of the madness, so to speak, so that it would make sense to you as to what order, you know, the teams are being entered and how we do it. So good luck to the Jets and the Cowboys and the 49ers as we random this off. And remember, it's going to hit 3 times before we're going to have a winner. So there goes the first. Here's the second. This is going to be the third and final, and that is to the 49ers. And you'll see listed 3 times. There's our date and time stamp, 49ers on the top. So we're going to switch back, take a look at that. I'm going to put it in a sleeve and mark it for the 49ers, and then we're going to do the same thing with the second card. And of course, guys, I'm circling on the sleeve. Obviously, I'm not writing on your card. I'm writing on the sleeve. So this triple materials with Joe Namath, Roger Staubach, and Joe Montana was awarded to the 49ers with the Joe Montana hit via random. So that's where that guy's going. Let me get this other one in a sleeve so I can also mark it after the fact. And this one, of course, will go in as Dolphins, Bills, and Redskins, and we're going to follow the exact same format that we just had. We're going to go back and do the same thing with those 3 teams. All right, so here we go. There is the first one, the second one. Here comes the third and final. There is randomized 3 times. Our date and time stamp. That one is headed to the Buffalo Bills. So this little Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, and Joe Theismann awarded to the Bills via random.org. So that's where that one goes. Now we're going to recap the rest of our hits here, and there are a lot of them, so it's going to take us a hot second to get through all of these hits. And since we've already looked at them front and back, unless someone jumps into chat and says, hey, I want to see the back of that card again, we're just going to recap from the front. And that way we'll move through it at a decent clip. There was our redemption, Corey Davis for the Titans. Of course, we knew he was going to be a Titan, but I am going to jump over here. We saw him on another card as well, but I'm still going to jump over here to the checklist because that's just what I always do. So bear with me while I pull it up, and we're just going to verify it. And the card set is glass. And da-da-da-da, where are you on here, Corey Davis? Well, what's the card number? That might help me. 50. And yes, he is on the checklist as the Titans, as we expected. So the redemption goes to Titans. Now we'll recap everything else. There's Seahawks, Browns, Redskins, Bills, Bengals, Redskins again, Rams. This is a nice little hit as well for the Titans. And guys, if anybody wants any sort of a one-touch for anything that you pull in this break or any of my breaks, really, all you ever have to do is send me a message on eBay and let me know. I'm always happy to do it. It's just going to be at my cost for the case and whatever PayPal charges to receive the money. It usually ends up being about right around $3 a case, unless it's some kind of unusual size or something that I have to round up. But typically, you can plan on about around $3. So if you ever want anything that you pull from me in a one-touch, just shoot me a message and let me know. I keep most of the sizes on hand. There are a few that I might have to go to the card store and pick up, or maybe even one or two he'd have to special order, because I tried to get one for a booklet for someone not too awfully long ago, and he didn't have it, and it was going to have to be special ordered in, and it was going to take several days, so we ultimately just decided to ship it, you know, without it. But most things, if I don't have it, he's got it. So that's the moral of the story. Of course, as soon as we finish this recap, we will be jumping into our Triple Threads baseball. It's just absolute. Takes a little while to recap because there's a lot of hits. Actually, I see we have several teams in here with multiple hits. You kind of wish, in a way, I mean, always if you're the team that has the multiple hits, of course you want the multiple hits. But if you're one of the teams that's left out, you always kind of think, and I tend to think, why don't they do a little better job randomizing, right? Like, I see some white down there in that corner. Why don't they, you know, put in a few, a little more variation for a few more teams? But they never do, no matter how much we complain about it. They still kind of do the same thing. All right, that is absolute. We've already seen these, but there they are again if you wanted to look at them. This one again, of course, awarded to the Bills, and that one awarded to the Niners. Again, circled on the sleeve, not the card. So, okay, guys, that wraps up Absolute Football. Remember, it's most likely going to be on the way to you Tuesday, sooner if I can get it to you, but probably in the neighborhood of a Tuesday, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that I can get it out a little faster than that. Next up is going to be 3 boxes of 2017 Topps Triple Threads Baseball. This is a third case break. It is break number 1, just came out yesterday. And I broke it up into thirds because it's a very expensive case, and I don't think, at least at this point in time, the bidding, wouldn't support breaking it as a full 9-box case. In fact, the bidding didn't even support breaking a 3-box case. I took a nice little hit on this one. But that's part of it. That's how it goes sometimes. And I have got, here's what we're going to do with this, guys, because it does have, I got to get this main box open that these cases are in. So because we do have 9 boxes in this case, and we're going to open 3 of the 9, what I'm going to do is take out all 9 boxes. We're going to number them on the end, and then we will let random.org decide which 3 we open tonight, and then which ones we open on subsequent breaks. Because I believe I open another set of this tomorrow night, Friday night. I think we open it again either maybe Sunday night. I don't know. I forget when the last third is. Maybe Sunday night. But I've got a handful of cases of this, so we'll be opening this a few different times. And I wish they had made it an even number of boxes inside, because then we probably could have done a half case break at least. But they didn't. They gave us this weird, odd number of stuff. I'm going to set our focus again. We'll adjust it after we get them opened up. All right, we're just going to hit random once this time, of course, and whatever the first 3 numbers are that come up, those are the 3 that we'll open this evening. It gives us 7, 5, and 3. So the boxes we're going to open up tonight are 7, 5, and 3. And then the rest of these, as I said, we'll have 2 more breaks with them. I'm pretty sure one is tomorrow night, and then the other one is either Saturday or Sunday, I think. We've also got Gold Label baseball came out this week, and I kind of messed up and forgot to list it. So I think it doesn't show up in a break until Saturday or Sunday, maybe even Monday. I don't know. It's not, obviously it's not tonight. I don't think it's tomorrow night either. But that I am breaking in a full case. It's a 16-box case. I think it's a 16-box case, but whatever it is, I'm breaking it in a full case. And we have a few cases of Gold Label as well. So once I get all the plastic off of these, we'll take the autofocus back off and set it so that we can see our cards up close and personal without all that pesky zooming in and out. All right, so let's, I'm going to change our focus up a tad bit here so that we can see up close, and we'll get to it. All right, first out, we have an Arenado numbered to 250 for the Rockies. Jackie Robinson, numbered to 340, I think that says, for the Dodgers, of course. And there's Pujols for the Angels, that one unnumbered. Buster Posey for the Giants, unnumbered. Mr. Paul Goldschmidt, Diamondbacks. Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be signed for you. But nonetheless, you have some materials and, or some fabric, I should say. Also some pieces of the bat in there. And that is numbered to 27. So it's a nice low number. Still not loving where this focus is, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it better. It's just off tonight. Maybe that's a little better. To 27 on the nice little Derek Jeter for the Yankees. And that's followed up by Sonny Gray for the Oakland A's. Sticker auto and material numbered 24 of 25. Trey Turner to 150 for the Nationals. Felix Hernandez to 340 for the Mariners. Oh, Matt Kemp, Arrieta, Bryce Harper. Oh, we have got a triple relic for the Dodgers. Jock Peterson, Adrian Gonzalez, and Yaziel Puig. Numbered to, what does that say, 10? Yeah, no, 18. What does that say? 18. 17 of 18. Sorry, guys. Between my poor vision and the light bouncing off of those, sometimes it's hard for me to see the numbers. Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. Sticker auto and two-color fabric, numbered to 99. Oh, there's my man Johnny Bench on top. Well, he was. Now we moved him. Eric Hosmer to 250. I think that says 250. Yeah, for the Royals. A little Chipper Jones to 340 for the Braves. Johnny Bench for the Reds. Roger Maris, Yankees. Barry Larkin for the Reds. For the Phillies, Roman Quinn. Triple materials and, is that an on-card? Yeah, I guess that's an on-card auto. It kind of looked like a sticker originally, but I think it is on-card. That is numbered to 35. Another hit for the Yankees with a jumbo relic card. Another Derek Jeter. Also to 27. That, of course, a piece of the bat. So it's a couple of nice low-numbered Derek Jeter hits for the Yanks. Honus Wagner to 150 for the Pirates. Hank Aaron to 340 for the Braves. Cespedes, Greg Maddux, a little Lou Gehrig. Cubbies, Javier Baez. Triple materials numbered to 99 and what appears to be an on-card auto. Got a little pinstripe even. For the Mariners, Nelson Cruz, numbered to, what, 36 on the Nelson Cruz. Chris Sale to 340 for the Red Sox. Ernie Banks to 25 for the Cubbies. Tulowitzki for the Jays. Cabrera for the Tigers. Strasburg for the Nationals. Cespedes hit for the Mets. And that material is to 36. Lewis Brinson for the Brewers. That one is a sticker auto. It is numbered to 99. Don Mattingly to 340 for the Yankees. Yaz to 150 for the Red Sox. Ted Williams, Red Sox. Brooks Robinson for the Orioles. Verlander for the Tigers. Alex Reyes for the Cardinals, because he's in everything. That is numbered to 75 with your triple materials and on-card auto. And then we're going to wrap it up with Altuve to 36 for the Astros. So let's recap our hits out of this third of a case for triple threads. And again, this stuff, look for it to go out most likely on Tuesday, possibly sooner. I'm going to try to get it to you sooner, but that's kind of my estimated date at the moment. So this is just recapping what we pulled. So if anybody, had to run out and you want to come back, or you're watching after the fact and you just want to fast forward to get to the hits, this is where you find them, in the recap, without having to watch all the opening. And of course, we have got lots more baseball to list. Some is listed, more to be listed. I list it almost every day with new products. And right around the corner, guys, we won't even be done opening all of the things that we have now before we will get in some Bowman Chrome and start on that, because that comes out next week, believe it or not. It's that time of year. So we're going to be super busy for the next few weeks, getting caught up on football and baseball and basketball starting. So it's going to be crazy, but good. Crazy in a good way. That is everything for tonight. I thank you guys so much. I always appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, keeping me company in chat, keeping me on my toes, and all the other stuff. So I hope that I will see you again on another break. And thank you very much for being part of this one. Have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week. We're almost to the weekend, and I will see you again soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.